LTD. Smart, exciting, all new for 1983. Built in the LTD tradition, designed and styled for the 80s. Very competitive gas mileage at 26 city, 40 highway, and all at a very attractive price. LTD, the new midsize. In a very competitive field that includes the Chevrolet Malibu and Chevy's slightly smaller Celebrity. For all practical purposes, Celebrity is carried over from 1982. Except for some new two-tone combinations and some new vinyl roof colors, the Celebrity's exterior is the same as it was last year. Inside, last year's luxury trim is no longer available. They've modified last year's custom trim and now call it the luxury interior. The instrument panel is certainly functional, but there's an unmistakable look of the past about it. If the shift lever is on the steering column, it's so short that it'll take some getting used to. The Malibu is also a carryover car. What's more, it's not as well trimmed as last year's version. Hubcaps replace full wheel covers, and the popular trim moldings are now available only at extra cost. Three things give you the foundation for an excellent presentation and demonstration of the brand new 1983 LTD. Attractive styling, conceived by the designers and executed by production. Interior comfort, which includes a myriad of features contributing to an overall impression that totally satisfies the senses. And a good ride. Smooth and quiet, the type of ride you expect an LTD to have. Styling's largely subjective, but I think you'd agree the 1983 Malibu doesn't seem to have the smart, crisp look of a modern automobile. But then it isn't a new car. Now decide what you like about Celebrity, Malibu's newer cousin. Then look at the all-new LTD. If you concluded that the new LTD is sharp, attractive, designed for the 1980s, then you're with most of the people in the research groups who have been asked to rate the LTD styling. And LTD's good looks go way beyond pure aesthetics. They're practical. From the leading edge of the hood to the trailing edge of the trunk, the car's smooth and sleek, designed that way to reduce air drag. In fact, the whole design is so slick that it takes less than 7 horsepower to overcome the LTD's air drag at 50 miles an hour. Here's something that adds value to any LTD. Quad halogen headlamps for the clean, sharp rays that light up more of the road at night than conventional headlamps do. I can't tell you why, maybe to cut costs, but neither Malibu or Celebrity offers halogen headlamps, except at extra cost and only on the high beams. In this day and age, it's hard to find a car that doesn't have steel-belted radials as standard equipment, yet there are two. Extra cost for both Malibu and Celebrity. That may be one way of getting the cost of those cars into line with the market. But with every LTD, you get the benefits of steel-belted radial tires. Just one example of LTD value, standard. Now, Chevy claims a whole lot of trunk space. Malibu's is the bigger of these two, and the Malibu trunk is bigger than the LTD's by about 1.5 cubic feet. That's it. Not exactly what you'd call a major advantage, is it? Not when the LTD's deep well design makes this trunk so useful. For all kinds of sports gear, or whatever a family takes on a long trip. Look at the LTD this way. It's the shape and size of today's and tomorrow's large car. It's the practical family sedan, intended that way, designed and built for that purpose. And that's why you find the convenience of 4 doors. And here's another of those nice, thoughtful touches that put the value into LTD. The driver's mirror is remote controlled, standard for LTD, but an extra cost feature for both Celebrity and Malibu. And these The storage bins in the doors are a favorite convenience feature for LTD owners. Not available at all for Malibu or Celebrity people, not even at extra cost. The LTD is a car for five, with comfort the keynote. It's interesting that the Malibu, just a little larger than the LTD, has almost exactly the same interior dimensions. The greatest spread is in the rear legroom, and there the difference is 2 1/10 inches. Certainly nothing for Chevy owners to crow about. And then there's the Celebrity. Usually a front-wheel drive car offers a big to bigger plus in interior space. Not in here. Celebrity and LTD are even Steven when it comes to interior space. Yet here's one way the space is used in the Celebrity, and in the Malibu, and in the LTD. And on top of it all, the LTD just looks like a newer, smarter, more luxurious car inside. I can tell you this, when you're driving a new LTD, you don't have the same tendency to slide when you go around a corner the way you do on, say, a Malibu bench seat. The comfortable contours of the LTD seats help keep you right where you belong, in the seat. And the front seats recline, individually, and they're standard for the LTD. You can still get them for the Celebrity, but this year they cost extra. You can't get recliners at all for the Malibu. Another touch of value, the vanity mirror for the front seat passenger. You guessed it, it's standard. And there isn't a vanity mirror to be had in a Celebrity or Malibu. While we've gone over the major items, there are a number of other features that LTD offers that Malibu doesn't have, or that Celebrity doesn't have. You'll find a complete rundown in here. A few of LTD's option advantages are well worth mentioning, though. 6-way power seats, for instance, are available for the driver's side alone or for both driver and passenger, ideal for a refreshing change of position on long trips. There is a 6-way power seat option for only the driver's side of Celebrity's 45-45 seat, but no power seat is available at all for the Malibu. Can you imagine a car today without a radio? LTD offers a choice of 7, including 2 that search automatically, plus a premium sound system for any stereo radio. That choice is greater than a Malibu owner gets, where there is no search radio and no premium sound system. A Celebrity buyer gets about the same choice a Malibu buyer does. A Malibu buyer can add to his comfort with the custom trim package, which consists mostly of cloth upholstery in a choice of 5 colors. And for Celebrity owners, there's the CL trim, essentially last year's custom trim upgraded. For LTD, the complete LTD Brome series for sedans has its own unique trim, contributing to its own special comfort and convenience, to an already comfortably appointed interior. Of the contents of the LTD Brome series, seatback map pockets are not available for the 2 Chevys, nor is an illuminated vanity mirror, automatic brake release, or electronic chimes. It's a total package of luxury and value that you can also get for the new LTD station wagon. And on top of that, there are 8 value option packages for the LTD. 2 for the sedan, 3 for the Brome, and 3 for the station wagon. Buy certain options and others come with them at no charge. Choose from the groups of selected options and get extra value items like luxury wheel covers, tinted glass, electric rear window defroster, interval wipers, and the light group without additional charge. What a great way to add even more value to your LTD. And while you're doing it, you can save even more with LTD's double bonus. First, you save the amount of the value options, as much as $645. On top of that, you deduct the amount of the value options from the car's list price, so the savings are doubled, and that can be as high as $1,290. No competitive car salesman offers a deal like that. Now look at wagons for a moment. There is a 4-door Malibu station wagon. Quite a bit of what you see costs extra. Steel-belted radials, halogen headlamps, trim moldings, driver's remote control mirror, and carpeting back here in the cargo compartment. For the LTD station wagon, you get all of those. They're all standard for an LTD wagon, along with LTD's very convenient flash-to-pass feature, a liftgate open warning light, a more richly appointed interior, and a completely finished cargo area. with slightly more space in it than you'll find in a Malibu wagon. There's a very handy lockable storage compartment, standard for LTD. Nothing like it for Malibu. And tinted glass comes in the liftgate to help keep the hot sun out without extra charge. And there's something else about the liftgates. With a Malibu, you open the rear compartment in 2 steps, lift the window, and lower the tailgate. A lot of people find that inconvenient and awkward, and prefer entry like the LTDs via a true liftgate. One motion does it. And if a buyer wants to be able to toss small items in, that thoughtful convenience is available for the LTD. Attractive styling, a comfortable interior, and a good ride. Good ride is especially important because the most practical way, the most positive way to convince anyone of overall LTD value is to take him for a demonstration ride. Successful salespeople will tell you that a test drive is important with any sale, and that it really helps whenever a prospect shops you against competition. This is the time when you help the car sell itself, and it's the only way your prospect can appreciate the famous ride that's built into every '83 Ford LTD. Of course, the LTD ride is a combination of things. It's strong, rigid, unitized construction, which a car like the Malibu doesn't have. No frame, but the structural integrity of a welded one-piece body. It's LTD's modified McPherson strut front suspension, another feature not found on a Malibu, sired by the racing world, to smooth the ride, improve stability and handling, and give you an excellent feel of the road. And this year, it's something new, something neither of the Chevys or any other GM car can match. Gas-filled front struts and rear shocks. Immediate rebound response, stabilized control, outstanding fade resistance, and smooth action for an exceptional luxury car ride. A Ford exclusive, borrowed from the 1982 Lincoln Continental, to do the job more smoothly, more evenly than conventional suspension systems can. It's full coil springs at each wheel to do their part in cushioning bumps, with each wheel absorbing road shock independently of the others. It's a front stabilizer bar to improve handling and help keep the car straight and level in the corners. It's Ford's 4-bar link suspension in the rear. It's smooth running steel belted radials. Remember, they're standard for an LTD. It's rack and pinion steering, the most advanced system around, but not on the Malibu, for easy, precise steering that makes the LTD a real pleasure to drive. The engine is definitely something to talk about on a demo ride. LTD offers 3. One of the most popular is the surprisingly peppy and frugal 2.3-liter overhead cam 4, coupled with an efficient 4-speed manual transmission. The big news is that the 2.3 is a new, improved version, with a new carburetor for better throttle response and fuel economy, new exhaust manifold for better torque and overall performance, and a new fast burn design for more complete combustion and a boost in economy. It's a new 2.3 you won't believe until you try it. Designed and tested to deliver 26 EPA estimated MPG and 40 estimated highway. Plenty of economical power for almost any kind of driving you want to do. Malibu's standard engine is an inline 6, but then the Malibu is 300 pounds heavier than the LTD. If you'd like a different kind of power, LTD's available with a unique liquid propane version of the 2.3, offering great potential savings in operating costs. There's nothing like it from any other American car maker. If you prefer a 6-cylinder engine, LTD offers you 2 choices. You can have your LTD with a 3.3-liter inline 6 that's optional in sedans and standard in the wagons, or if you need more power, you can get a 3.8-liter V6 which comes with automatic overdrive for improved mileage on the highway. Terrific ride, plenty of comfort, great styling, efficiency, value, and all at a very competitive price. You can't miss with a new LTD.